Well, Australia's most decorated living soldier, Ben Robert Smith, has been granted bail after spending more than a week in custody over allegations of war crimes.
For more, we're joined by criminal lawyer Ruth Parker from Melbourne. Ruth, good morning to you. What were the arguments for bail from his lawyers?
Well, my understanding from what's been reported is that a lot rested on the fact that there will be considerable delay in this matter coming to trial. It really is unprecedented. The number of murders, the fact it's war crime murders, the fact that there's been a defamation suit where a lot of evidence was elicited. And so essentially, and with the benefit of a very substantial surety, Mr. Robert Smith's lawyers were able to convince the court that exceptional circumstances warranted his release.
So, Ruth, what do we know about Ben Robert Smith's bail conditions?
Well, they're stringent. He's reporting 3 times a week to a police station. He's unable to leave the country. That was a real concern for the prosecution about the fact that he potentially already had plans to relocate overseas. And he'll be subject to other strict conditions where he lives. He must attend court. And there are real consequences if he fails to comply with any of the conditions, which ultimately could lead to him being remanded back in custody.
Ruth, his defence argued that it is impossible for him to have a fair trial due to the public nature of this case. It is everywhere you look. How much does that complicate proceedings, do you think?
A lot. I mean, it is just unprecedented. We have had cases across the country, and most recently here in Victoria, that have garnered a lot of publicity, but nothing like this. And most particularly because this has already really played out in the court of public opinion, but also in the civil court. There was incredible reporting in relation to the defamation action. There was also quite a lot of reporting in relation to some of Mr. Robert Smith's personal life issues. And so it's going to be hard to unpick how a jury can put all of that out of their mind and focus on the issues in dispute in a trial where he has to be convicted only if a jury is satisfied beyond all reasonable doubt of his guilt in relation to each of the individual 5 murders.
All right, Ruth, where to next from here?
Well, I expect there's going to be a lot of disclosure of evidence. There is going to be pre-trial. There are likely to be applications, including potentially a stay application, where his lawyers will argue, look, he can never get a fair trial, so the court should not allow this to go ahead. But if it ultimately does go to trial, it is going to be fascinating because what we're talking about is witnesses from overseas, crime scenes that were never examined, and a lot of intelligence evidence as well. I mean, this was a highly secretive investigation. So it's going to be fascinating to see how it plays out because really we've never done this before.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. It is going to be unprecedented. Ruth Parker, thanks for your time this morning.